as you get back, I tell you, what's up? How everybody doing? How you doing? Put something on there. Right stuff. You all right? You watching? Watch some. Yeah, we get ready to go through this real quick. And I'm going to read to you things that I came to do. And it goes similar to this. And a one, a two, and a three. For years, the Holy Tabernacle Ministries, formerly known as the Indian Islamic Hebrews and Sarullah community, has been saturating the public with undisputable facts about science, the science, and the origin of creation of the universe. Facts about the prehistoric man, facts about animals and how they roamed and became tribes and families, about the reconstruction, the procreation of the planet Earth, facts about the original tablets, which reveal stories of the agreeable and disagreeable Elohim and the many times they visit the planet, the oncoming destruction of the planet, whose God is and who God is not, ceremonies from children's birth to the funeral, etc. As a result of revealing these facts, which Dr. Malachi Chiziyor referred to as kindergarten knowledge, I then embarked upon a series of pamphlets, or he then embarked upon a series of pamphlets that consist of what is referred to as the missing links, or simply the hows, the whys, and the whys nots. Now I'm bringing you the facts and guidelines for a better way of living. This scroll entitles The Holy Tabernacle's Guide to Better Living is a guideline for more wholesome living according to Nawab. There have been books published before with guidelines and regulations of self-purification, health, raising children, discipline, organization, etc. But those books are just someone's opinion and they do not contain the facts. You often heard the phrase cleanliness is next to godliness. However, in the Western world, real cleanliness is overlooked. And ask a Christian, a Jew, or a Muslim to show you in their scriptures, the Old Testament, the New Testament, or Quran, where their laws are on cleanliness, the laws pertaining to oral hygiene, the laws on raising the children, etc. Not their traditions such as Hadith or Talmud, but in their actual revealed scriptures, where their God tells them how to wash or what soap to use, etc. The Bible contains the foundation for cleanliness, but the intricacies, such as what to do when you bathe, what to use, etc., are not in the scriptures. A Muslim might tell you that wudu or wudu, which means ab, ab, ablution, ablution, is mentioned in Quran, the 5th surah, the 6th ayat, the 5th chapter, the 6th verse. However, this verse does not give you the exact process of purification, how to wash, etc. The Muslims' methods of purification The Muslims' methods of purification vary slightly from the Hebrews' way in the Torah or the Old Testament. These methods are found in the articles of the Mishnah entitled Yadam, Yadam, which is their hadith. The Quran 5:6 is slightly equivalent to the quote in the scroll of Exodus, 40th chapter, 31 and 32, where it states, as I quote, as Moses and Aaron and his son washed their hands and their feet thereat, when they went into the tent of the congregation, and when they came near unto the altar, they washed, as the Lord commanded Moses in the scroll of Leviticus. There are no laws pertaining to the intricacies of hygiene for women, men, or children. There are, however, laws pertaining to foods that should not be eaten. You Nubians and Americas are confused as to what is proper and correct. I, or he, Dr. Malachi Ziyor, the reformer of this day and time, have come to give you right knowledge and clear up confusion as you refer to Thought Nubian tape, relaxing with the Etherians. There are a lot of things that are not spoken of in the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Quran, and it and they should. They should speak of about how a woman and a man can cleanse themselves from the inside out. What type of products to use. When cleaning your body, what oils you use to keep your bodies fresh. However, it is not found, which is why he is writing, he has written this scroll entitled The Holy Tablets Guide to Better Living, to give you a complete guidance on how to purify yourselves daily. This is not a racial statement. However, if you go back and check the medieval times, many of your plagues of Europe were due to filth. For example, 1348 AD, the bubonic plague, which means the Black Death, struck Europeans' population, which has been growing steadily since 1000 AD, was decimated and did not again reach the level attained to 1348 AD after 1500 AD bubonic plague. It is an acute infection in humans and various species of rodents caused by Yersinia pestis, formerly called Pasteurella pestis, which is a bacterium transmitted by fleas that have fed on infected rodents. The Caucasians in the so-called great periods of American and European history were notoriously filthy. They did not believe in hygiene of any kind. They rarely bathed. They lived with humans. They lived with human and animals, feces, matter all around them. Their nearby rivers was filthy. Their clothing was infested with vermin, which is lice, and etc. Many dead young of diseases because many died young of diseases because of this, or the spread of their filth and disease to other native peoples like the Native Americans, who the Caucasians considered primitive. They intentionally spread smallpox to kill Native Americans. The Native Americans were very hygienic. They use sweet baths for mental and physical relaxation and medicinal treatment. When the Native Americans encountered these filthy people, they didn't have a natural resistance to their diseases. Thus, hundreds of thousands of them were killed by them today. This is called genocide. Every group of people that has touched on the planet Earth has affected, or should I say, infected and destroyed. If you do some research, you will find that no one is exempt. The Eskimos, who migrated across the Bering Strait into Greenland, Native or North America, around the Bering Strait, they also scattered into many lands. Eskimos finds its origin in a Native American word, which means eaters of raw meat. Many of them preferred to be called Inuit, which means the people or the real people. Just as many Native Americans prefer being called Native Americans instead of Indians, which is a name, Indians is a name given to them by the same Europeans that was killing them off. They had developed their own culture and way of life, living quite content without outsiders. As the story goes, they were in Greenland, Alaska, etc., minding their business, when one day these savage beasts discovered their wealth. Needless to say, these Europeans brought diseases to which the Inuits had no immunity. Thus, many of them died. You can find the same story in every culture of how this diseased man, who looked like something they never seen before, came into their land and lives and destroys it. Look at the history of the Aboriginals, the Africans, the Hordorians, and other peoples you can think of. Just do your homework. As previously mentioned, the scriptures contain the foundation of cleanliness. The ancients passed it on to you, information by way of their example. The ancient Hamites reached a high degree of perfection when involving their personal hygiene and cleanliness. They were very particular about washing and had bathrooms, bathtubs, commodes in their homes. They used body ointments, skin creams, skin conditioners, deodorant, fresh liners. Chemists use baths for all illnesses, which they greatly value for their curative effects, and were careful about taking purgatives. They treated skin diseases with a soapy material made of animal and vegetable oils, of alkaline salts. They sat in a shallow kind of shower bath, which attendants poured Bethia of water over them. They also cleansed themselves in the Nile River, as was the case when Bethia, the daughter of Pharaoh Seti I, was bathing at the river's edge when she found a basket containing the baby Moses, son of Amram and Jochebed. And that's Exodus 2nd chapter, 5th verse. Yahuwah, as a sign of purification, instructed Moses to tell the people to wash their clothes. to prepare the word of Yahuwah. Exodus 19:10. So you can go get a pen and take notes. Exodus 19:10, and you see if it's Exodus 19:19 was about washing, the COVID, cleanliness. It's the same thing over and over. They use different situations to orchestrate a strategy to keep us confined, right? Which is good because you don't want to be scattered, battered all over, splattered. So, but now that you're learning your own way, you're learning what you need to do, then you can see. Actually, you can see the screen right there. Yeah, a little bit. There you go. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, I got some pictures of the Pharaoh, and this is the daughter we was just talking about right now, right? So we ain't gonna work with that right now because you ain't gonna be able to see it. They cannot see it. You know, it's true. It's true. I'm filming too right now. Okay. Okay. It's like let me get like that. Wow, there you go. Maybe I'm crazy sometimes. It's fine. Okay. So it says, let's just go up a little bit lower. Okay, so conditioners, deodorants, and fresh linens. Chemists, which they call Egyptians, use baths for all illnesses, which they greatly value for their curative effects, and were careful about taking purgatives. They treated skin diseases with a soapy material made of animal and vegetable oils and alkaline skin. They sat in a shallow kind of shower bath while attendants poured water over them. They also cleansed themselves in the Nile River, as was the case when Bathia, the daughter of Pharaoh Seti I, was bathing at the river's edge. She found the basket containing the baby Moses, son of Amram and Jochebed. And that's in the book of Exodus, the second chapter, the fifth verse. Yahuwah prepared to hear the word of Yahuwah. Exodus 19:10. Before approaching the tabernacle, the Israelite priests had to wash their hands and feet in a brass laver or a basin. Even in the time of Abraham, son of Terah and Nunah, servants and companions was offered water which they which to wash their feet as guests in the house of Laban. And that's Genesis 2:4, Genesis 24:32. So with this, as I give you the scriptures, as you hear the scriptures, you write the scriptures down. And what happened is you write the scriptures down, you go check the scriptures, then you use your new script and you write the scriptures out. And you write just as far as washing, cleanliness. You put the scriptures, you say what you say, you do the research, and you teach the people about cleanliness as you learn about cleanliness. It's just when somebody tell you to wash your hands and you wash your hands, you still don't know about cleanliness. You know about somebody told you to wash your hands. You have to do the research yourself. All this living like a slave, you have to be a boss. You have to be free. You can't think like a slave. You have to do the work. This is hard work. It's hard work to stay alive. See? Just like it's hard work to keep trapping you to be a slave. They're trapping you to be a slave every day. Every day you wake up free and then you go to work. Once you get where you at, you're gonna feel better. Right now, I'm feeling better showing you. If you read it, you read it. If you don't, you don't. That's on you. That has nothing to do with me. All right, so now we got that, right? Okay, so let's keep it moving. This is the Holy Tabernacles Guide for Better Living, Purity and Neatness, and Maintenance of Health. Okay, as I begin Christ Money Ministry, as I begin my ministry, because I can't begin their ministry, that's their ministry. But see, I can use that as a cornerstone, as a seed, right? And splice and teach the people to come back home. Outreach ministry. You'll learn as you go by. Okay, it says the Nuwaubian's Guide for Better Living is a book with information on such topics as health, purification, dressing, conversation, raising the children, self-discipline, organization. The one thing that separate this book from all the rest is that it is supported by facts, both medically and scientifically. The children of the Elohim. I am. I-9 Gabriel the 19th. From the Elohim Society, Midwest, Boss, Chief, Grand Sheikh, Imam, Priest, High Priest, Minister, Pastor, and Don on at the same time. But anyway, let's get to this. And this is why I prefer to read to you without explaining nothing. This self-explanatory. So, you no longer have to adhere to the European rules on how you, as children of the Elohim, should live. Because we live according to the laws of Nuwaubian, which is called sound right reasoning, that existed before the pre-creation of Adam, the son of Atum, and Lilith. So you had Adam, the son of Ketum, his father, Atum, and Lilith with his mother. Answer. Nuwaubian is the science of right reason, and it follows. Its followers are the sons and daughters of right reason. The science of Nuwaubian tells you just how and when belief is ignorance, to ignore the facts intentionally or ignorantly. If one has to believe, it means that he or she does not know. And if one does not know, that is ignorance. Hence, belief is ignorance, and religious beliefs without the facts is ignorance. You can refer to this. Does religion breed ignorance? Scroll number 98. Now, the most deceptive word in religion is believe, or belief, because a person can believe anything. And this means that a person can believe and be 100% wrong. But knowledge is knowing, and knowledge is correct information. And you can refer to what is Nuwabu, scroll number 42. To know gives one confidence, but belief infers doubt. Knowledge is always logical and reasons out. Nuwabu is right knowledge, right wisdom, and right understanding. It is the best knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and the equalizer anywhere and anytime. It will be disclosed when the minds of all Nuwabians, nine ether, woolly haired people, with the ability to identify themselves, have been qualified by accepting and diligently studying the scrolls. The scrolls are not the science Nawabo itself, but it is the delinquent reading and delinquent study and profound understanding. No, I got it wrong. Let me get that right. The scrolls are not the science Nawabo itself, but it is the diligent reading and diligent study and profound understanding of these scrolls that will open the mind, tear down barriers, and qualify the mind for the universal science called Nawabo, facts beyond any doubt. As the gate of mental confinement opens, ignorance will flee, and right knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, overstanding, will become the keeper of your minds. Right knowledge, wisdom, and overstanding are Nuwabu. And Nuwabu is the spiritual science of all woolly-haired people throughout the universes, as the sons and daughters of sound right reason. An affirmation, which is something that affirms another's existence. It says, which gives birth to a feeling that awakens the awakeness and your whole being when said daily. The following is our affirmation, which is to be memorized and repeated as a sacred scroll by every child of the Elohim 3 times a day upon rising from rest, midday, and before going to rest. It is also recited together by everyone at 3 p.m. every Sunday afternoon to themselves or in a regular tone of voice. Okay, so this is the new learning, the new teaching, because we all learning this together. So we're doing this together. I did not cheat the gun, relax, boom, jump the gun. We're doing it together. So let's go. All right. I'm going to take you through this. You want to go? Let's go. If you don't want to go, you won't know. So if you like this doctrine and you want to heal your family and you want to get away from, it's going to take exactly 75 days and less for you to make that change, to make that move, to change your life, which means lie to hayat, which is the true way to say what's going on. All right, so anyway, I'm going to write this down. Okay, which is resting, upon resting, upon resting. And if you notice, it did say sleep, because that is, we rest and we move, rest and move, rest and we move, rest and we move. Midday and before going to rest. So this is what you teach the children going to rest. You teach it, and at 3 o'clock on Sunday. All right. This is what we're talking about. This is how we're going to entune ourselves. This is how we're going to unite ourselves. Okay. Now let's do this. Okay. So this is what it's saying. I am in our daily affirmation is I am in the love of the all, and the all love is in me. I am in the love of the all, and all love is in me. I am in the love of the all, and all love is in me. I am in the love of the all, and all love is in me. Okay. So that is this is the this is the point. This is the point right here. Okay. What happens is people will take the doctrine and change the doctrine. And this is what I do not want to do. I do not want to change the doctrine. I want to learn the doctrine and grow with the doctrine. So what I want you to do, I want you to put, I do not want to change the doctrine. I do not want to say the doctrine is not real because it has not matured over a period of time. The time I must accept the doctrine. I must work the doctrine. This is why I'm doing the affirmation. So it says, I am in the love of the all, and the all and all love is in me. I am a part of the all, and the all is a part of me. I am one with the all, and the all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of the all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in the all, as long as my wish is to stay in the all. Now, here we go. All right, this is a beautiful thing. So it's not keeping you out of the loop, because you're coming in, you're purifying yourself, you're learning how to be respectable, royal, decent, and a different frequency, a royal level, a high priesthood, overseers of the planet. That's the first step, to teach, uplift humanity. They say other people said uplift humanity. From my experience, it's basically it's uplift humanity, but it's in a specific way of returning the natural order to life. Okay, so now I am never alone. The all is I am, I can, the all can, I can, the all does, I do. And it's 19 affirmations. Affirmations. 19 affirmations. I listen to the voice of my Creator sent by the Most High, and I look for the signs of the Most High. I want to open the eyes of the world to right knowledge, truth, and facts. I will follow the Lamb in true faith. Our Savior, the man of the time, Dr. Malachi Z. York, forerunner of the real Messiah. I greet all in peace and with a sincere heart. I pray with an open heart and seek the true light inward. I follow the laws of the holy tablets. I will not kill or even commit suicide, for it is a sin, wrong. I do not steal or lie. I am not cruel to children and animals. I do not disobey the laws of the government in which I live. I am not violent. I do not become drunk or intoxicated or eat unclean things. I do not hate any race, creed, religion, or sexual orientation. I do not tell you what to eat, who to like, how to think or feel. I ask you, let's work together for a better world. Let's correct our wrongs. Let's apologize to those we hurt because of religion. Let's work together to build a better place for our children. 16, let's avoid gossip and slander. 17, let's forgive and seek forgiveness. 18, let's enjoy life. Life's short. Let's respect the laws of nature and the source of all, the all. As we take what is evil and turn it good. With that in mind, we also have 9-dimensional program in which all children of the Elohim should memorize and take to heart daily. Remember in the following all the laws of Nuwabu and keep them in your heart. Live them daily. You can break the barriers of the spell through diligent reading and understanding. The series of right knowledge books that Dr. Malachi Z. York present to you, who seek facts. Let's work together for the betterment of our family and make the best of our examples and make the best of examples for our children. And that was a beautiful reading. We're going to stop that reading right there. We're going to set up the next reading as we keep that one going. So it'll be an ongoing thing. So that was good. 38 minutes, 20 seconds. We're setting up the next one. And the next one is coming up, which is a 9-dimensional program. Okay, that one. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? It's your birthday. What? What? How you doing? What you doing? You know it's your birthday. All 9-dimensional program. That's good. Okay, so you will click this on. You will keep this running. How about that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so when we go on here. This part 2 for y'all here. This is the same thing we going, right? And basically, we just went over the 9. We're going over our 9-dimensional program, and this is the wobble, and this is what I chose to live my life through this particular program. So basically I'm teaching it, and I'm teaching it because I live this, and I've been trying to live the best I could. And like I said, it tells me if I hurt somebody, or if I hurt somebody in the past because of religion or anything, I do apologize, and I hope that I receive your forgiveness. And you have my forgiveness for anything that you have done or tried to do, or intentionally was thinking about. I forgive you. Because that's not it's not the way. This is the way. So this is the way I choose to live. So this is the way we strive for a sound mind, a clean soul, a Holy Spirit, a clear conscience, an honest heart, a caring person, a honest personality, a loyal being, a healthy body, and a sound environment. A healthy body in a sound environment. So we're going to say it again. Our nine-dimensional program, as we strive for: one, a sound mind; two, a clean soul; three, a Holy Spirit; four, a clear conscience; five, a honest heart; six, a caring person; seven, a honest personality; eight, a loyal being; nine, a healthy body in a sound environment. So now we're going to go the nine to the nine power of nine. The nine to the ninth power of nine. As striving children of the Elohim, memorizing and living by our nine-dimensional program, we follow the basic laws in which we live by daily in order to make our lives, as well as our homes, in the best conditions for the betterment of our youth growing up. Our basic laws. The children of the Elohim live by these rules daily. Our homes should always be neat and clean. You should never have dirty dishes in the sink or unclean utensils. A. The bathroom of your house should always be kept immaculate and scent free, and the area which has been set aside for pets. Well, actually, my branch, we don't we don't do pets. We don't do pets. I don't do pets. We don't do pets. There's just certain things I just can't do right now. You know, um, as we get more advanced, and a place for the pets, an area where this is where they be at. You know, but just right now, you know, people need to stop worrying about their pets and worry about the nine-dimensional program. It says cats, birds, aquariums, or dogs should always be kept clean and odor-free. In the case a dog, you should not purchase a dog as a weapon by feeding him hot sauce and deprive him of meals in order to train him to attack and be aggressive to people. A dog should be a pet, a companion, and a friend, not a carnivorous beast. If you get a pet, always get a pedigree. They are bred for health and intelligence and domestication. You should change your sheets on your bed every day and wash them if possible. You should wear fresh, clean outer clothes and underclothes each day. You should not sleep in your outer clothes. It's very unsanitary unless you are traveling. You should not go barefoot in your sneakers, barefoot in your sneakers, shoes, or boots. This is not inclusive of sandals. Our cars, trucks, and vans should always be neat and clean and kept up to par. It is not safe to drive your family or friend in an unfit automobile. Our children are always cared by ourselves and should always be neat and clean. What we teach them in youth will be a part of them for the rest of their lives. Teach them Hayat, teach them cleanliness and good habits, and they will grow up to be neat and clean, responsible human beings. You can wear any type of clothing you desire. This is what they said before. There are no limits or restrictions on what you can wear. Any kind of style you wish to wear is your decision, as long as within reason, decent, neat, and clean. So the word is decision, and it goes in description of this decent, neat, and clean. There's actually a dress code that actually the Midwest will be adhering to, so we can have not only protection from our clothing as far as the elements for the people, but unity for perception. We will be able to identify those who claim to be of righteous nature. Okay, our bodies should always be clean and smelling good. We should bathe before bed and when we are rising after the shadow hours. Bathing is more sanitary than showers. But if submerging in water is not possible or impossible, then shower. We add pure oil for the moistness to our bath for our skin. We should smell clean and fresh at all times. You can also wear sweet smelling scents. Our oral hygiene should always be up to par. Our teeth should be clean, and we should always keep our gums healthy at all times. We should check our breath. Wow. To be sure not to offend others. It should be clean, fresh, and odor free. Our nails should always be clean, neat, and suitable length if polished. Should keep them clean, not chipped or scuffed. If you need glasses, you wear them. Don't put it off. Also be careful of contact lens. Investigate them before you wear them. If they are suitable for you, don't just wear them to look good and damage your eyes. Wash as many times as you need to be clean and free of unclean odors. Use deodorants and antiperspirants. Take care of your hair. In the case of a male, make it neatly trimmed and cut if that is your wish. If you wear dreads, take care of them. If you wear your hair in any other style, take care. That is your choice as long as you keep it well or well kept. In the case of a female, keep your hair neat and clean and styled at all times, in which every style you like. Wear any style you think that make you look your best. In the case of a male, shave if you wish, or wear a trim beard and a mustache. Wear your hair and facial hair, if any, the way you think it looks good. Keep your feet groomed, neat, clean, without odor, fungus at all times. Wear clothes that fit properly, not too tight or baggy. Try to avoid trends and fads which label you. Also, avoid see-through, skimpy clothing that overexpose you. You can wear long and short skirts, but not mini skirts. You can wear long or short pants as long as they fit properly. Avoid uniform type clothing that identifies you with any religious cult or military organization. Dress appropriate, neat, clean. You can wear suits and ties, sweaters, jackets, or whatever is appropriate. Do not wear sweatpants when not indulging in sports or physical exercise. Do not wear bathing suits except for swimming. Do not be overly covered or too revealing is extreme. Avoid the extremes. You can wear any jewelry of your choice. Wearing Holy Tabernacle jewelry is suggested. Women should keep their private part clean and should make sure they use water to rinse and tissue to dry themselves every time they use the toilet. You should take a natural laxative at least once a month or fast to keep your body free of poisons, toxins, and back up food in your colon. When a woman menstruates, she should use sanitary pads instead of tampons because it's very unhealthy. She should also change her pads as often as she can or when she uses the bathroom to keep herself fresh and free from bad odors. Both men and women should soak their bodies as often as possible to keep from having offensive odors. Women especially should take internal baths often to keep themselves clean and smelling fresh internally and externally. You should drink lots of water and keep your body fresh and free of unclean odors and bad breath. To keep your ears clean and free of earwax. Women should not bathe together. Two women should not bathe together or use the same internal materials such as douche bags, cleansing bottles, underwear, enemas, and this is to keep from catching venereal diseases which can become harmful and dangerous. When you become sweaty, you should always wash up and clean your body to keep you from having offensive odors. You should have on socks when wearing closed shoes to keep your feet from sweating and having bad odors or catching athlete's foot, fungus. Natural white socks are healthier. Also, make sure you wash between your toes when bathing and use foot powder when necessary. Rinse your nose with water often to keep your nose fresh and clear. Both men and women should keep their genital areas clean at all times to keep from having offensive odors as well as sexually transmitted diseases. Whenever your body discharges, you should always clean your body and change your underwear. Pure white cotton underwear are healthier. Make sure you keep your toilet seats, your sinks, your tubs clean and disinfected and free from dirt or cleansing material. Celebrate any holidays or celebrations that you wish. If you disagree with their meaning, then create your own meanings for them, but do not deprive your children from the joy of holidays. Respect other people's beliefs if you can help them to see what the Holy Tabernacle teaches and they are willing to listen. That's fine. But don't badge your friends, family, and strangers. Always respect your elders, be courteous and kind, and assist them in any way that you can. Traveling widens the scope. Make sure you can take care of your responsibilities at home first. Respect the laws of the government in which you live. Pledge no loyalty to any other country or government or any other than the United States of America. When you travel abroad, be sure do not involve yourself in any foreign policies. Do not support any foreign governments or their leadership in any way, shape, or form. Read your introduction in your passport. You should have a passport. You should have a driver's license, a social security card, and you should have a proper identification card on you at all times. You should know your blood type, pay your taxes, do not commit crimes or prevent or permit crimes in your presence. Try to set up programs that would help youths, such as sports events and outings. Do not deprive your children of joining teams of any constructive and clean recreation. Respect the American flag, and regardless of what religious or community flag that you fly, the American flag should fly above it and to the left. In the case of multiple flags, the American flag should be in the center and raised above the rest. You should purchase a book on respect of the American flag. Through the following basic laws of Nawabi, you, the children of the Elohim, will help lift the spell of ignorance. The spell of ignorance that was put on the Nawabians 6,000 years ago, which has kept you in a suppressed state of mind. Remember, you always and you will break the spell through right knowledge, right wisdom, and right understanding, which leads to right thinking, the wobble, which is sound right reasoning. So we're going to end this after this. People want to know, what is the spell, and we're gonna talk about the spell later. We're not going to read this on now. Okay, the spell. Question: what is the spell? Answer: the Nubian people. The Nubian people, not only here in the West, but all over the world, have been put under a hypnotic spell. It is the spell of the dollar bill, also known as the spell of Kingu, Leviathan, the great spell of United States, which was put on you in the 1600s AD when the ruling class of slaves called Amir were brought here from North Africa. This spell was reinforced in the year 1983, referred to the spell of Kingu, Leviathan, 666, scroll number 15. So, the ruling class slaves called Amir. My name is Amir. What is your name? These are the efforts you have to take, sacrifice, and change. And if you have to reconstruct yourself, recreate yourself as a creator, you can recreate yourself. This is what we're doing. We're recreating ourselves and revising, reforming the duplications that is wrongly called children. Okay, let's see this. The spell is the reason why Nawabians all over the world, globally, cannot unite. And that was my job to unite you. That's not I mean, what? That ain't nothing but something to do to me. If you see the logo, you see that's a whole slice, right? We read about how Greenland, right? The Inuits, Greenland, how they got invaded. Okay, so let's take this. Keep on going. We, the children of Elohim, are solely concerned with providing the guidance and the direction through the teachings of Dr. Malachi York. He came here to break the spell, and the spell is being broken now through right knowledge, right wisdom, and right understanding, which leads to right thinking, which is called Nawabu, sound right reasoning, referred to Nawabu Tape 1, Sounds of Nawabu. Okay, so basically, who is cast? Who cast this spell on our seed and why? The answer was Inky, also called Nudamud, who is jealous of his brother Enlil, son of Anu, and Antum. He wanted to have the position of Enlil, also called Nunamir. However, because Enlil was the son of Anu and his half sister Antum, he became the legal successor according to Anunnaki laws. The legal successor according to the Elohim. The legal successor according to my family, which brings forth uh, a frequency of healing, a frequency of caring. See, that's how you know if you got the calling. If you got the calling, you got the calling. There is no jealousy. This man has a calling. What happened? When I woke up, what happened to me? That's a different story. We're not going to talk about me right now because you think about yourself. That's all you want to get. So I'm thinking about who wrote this and what happened. What they said, we ain't talking about, we talking about what is this. So we're talking about Id. He was the wife of Anun. She was the wife of Anun. Enki was the son of Anun and Id. Antum, the half sister, was the wife of Anun. And Lil, the son of Anun and Antum. So this particular thing made Enki jealous of his brother Enlil. And so this started a conflict and rivalry between the two brothers. Okay, there's a lot of rivalry between brothers. So brothers, y'all got to be chill because first of all, you're not brothers called Waladin, Ibn. So once you go back to who you are, if you say brother, now you're saying brothel. You saying brothel, you saying you don't know. Mama's baby daddy, maybe. You don't know who your daddy is. You don't even know. But we're not going to go too much into this, but we're just stating. Okay, so this is what happened. So Enki and Ishtar, the daughter of Nana, Sin, Nana, and Nagal, got together and planned a plan with the evil reptilian Zuin, known as Anzu, or Shakar, or Humbaba, or Tanish, to put a spell on the seed of Enlil, which is you, the Adamites, or the Enocytes. This spell was cast at the beginning of the first moon cycle, which occurred 6,000 years ago. This evil hypnotic spell was cast upon Nubians, the original Melanite children, the descendants, the duplication of the woolly haired being, the deity bearing 9 ether, or 9 to the 9 power of 9, the Anunnaki Elohim. Okay. So you have Nanar, the son of Enki, and Melitu. You had the wife of Nana, Nagal, the wife of Nana and Sin. You have Ishtar, the daughter of Nana and Sin and Nagal. Okay, so how did he cast this spell that we're talking about? And then we're gonna wrap this up real quick. Zuin was Enlil's gatekeeper. He guarded the Darka, or called the Darka, sacred chamber, where the 7 tablets, the Akasha or Akastic records, or tablets of destinies, the scroll of all were kept. These tablets told of the coming of the elders. So Zuin snuck into the sacred chamber while Enlil was bathing and stole the first writings and all the destinies therein. Thus, he changed what was to happen. At that very moment, the earth was void and dark, and the Elohim became confused. Zuin gave the tablets to Enki, and together they conspired against his brother Enlil, the descendants of the Adamites, who are the Canaanites and the Enosites. Little did Enki know the evil conniving Zuin deceived him and cast the spell on his children, on his seed. So we're gonna leave that right there. We're gonna get into that. We're pretty really good into the pamphlet. We're in page 15 right now, the pamphlet. And I think we're gonna ride this out on both channels like this. This is the newest king channel right here. This is the newest king channel right here. And this right here is a honeymoon channel. So I'm working with both of y'all right now. And once I get affiliated with this, then I can set other things up and do other things. The reason why I have to get this done. You gotta get this done. This is a new generation. Your children should be knowing this language. I didn't even pull the language out. So we're gonna get to this. Next thing we're gonna start off with the language, and then we're gonna go into the book teaching. So I'll write it down now. We'll go into the language, and then we'll go into the book teachings. Okay. And I hope everybody's doing good. Thanks for coming and listening. And don't get what they call it. Don't get upset when you hear the truth. Let it come to you, and you'll be all right. Okay. So we're gonna be out of here just that quick. And y'all too. I appreciate all of y'all here. Did a wonderful job. I'm saying crazy job. Crazy job. Thank you. Did a wonderful job. Did a good job. Look at I know you tired. You get all sloppy and stuff. But anyway, soon everything's gonna get a little better. At least you got a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And people get a little naughty. Oh, reptilian, this, that, be like, yo. And then he started turning, he started face shifting, man. He started looking like crazy, man. He started looking real. That's how people gonna take it. But it's okay. I'm gonna get this job done. Peace. Gotta help you through it.